In today's video, we will find out who would win a fight between these two huge animals from the Bovidae family. American bison versus Indian gaur. American bison are large mammals that are also commonly referred to as bison, American buffalo, or simply buffalo. These references can be quite confusing, as they are not closely related to African or Asian buffalo. Despite this, it is not necessarily considered incorrect to call them buffalo, but it does complicate understanding. Gaurs are large wild cows that live in southern Asia. This species is the largest of the wild cattle, and even the largest animal in the Bovidae family. They outweigh the various species of buffalo, antelope, muskox, and all other members of the Bovidae family. These large mammals are also known as Indian bison. Description: American bison are extremely large animals, and males are typically slightly larger than females. They have a body length between 6.6 and 11.5 feet, 2 to 3.5 meters, a tail length between 12 to 36 inches, 30 and 91 centimeters, and they weigh between 700 and 2,200 pounds, 320 and 1,000 kilograms. Both males and females have short, curved horns that can grow up to 2 feet, 61 centimeters long. These are used for fighting for status within the herd, and also for defense against predators. The American bison's body is covered in hair. Although this varies in length, and the head, shoulders, and front legs have significantly more coverage than the rear of the animal. The massive head of the American bison hangs lower than the shoulders, which are the tallest part of the animal. Shoulder height in the species can range from 5 to 6 feet, 1.5 to 1.9 meters. Despite their bulk, American bison are good swimmers and runners, capable of reaching speeds of 38 miles per hour, 62 kilometers per hour. At their largest, Indian gaurs are 8 to 12 feet long, 2.5 to 3.6 meters, 7.2 feet tall at the shoulder, 2.2 meters, and weigh about 3,300 pounds or more, 1,500 kilograms. Females are smaller than males. Being one of the largest cattle species, this bovine has a massive head, deep body, and solid limbs. The color of their body varies from reddish or brown to black, while the limbs are pale-colored. Both males and females have upwardly curved horns, which are usually 40 inches long, 1 meter, growing from the sides of their head. Their horns have yellow base and black tip. These animals have a hump on their shoulders, which is especially prominent in adult males. In addition, they have a distinct dewlap of skin, stretching from their throat to their forelegs. Habitat and distribution. At one time, bison were widespread from Alaska to northern Mexico. Wholesale slaughter of bison herds caused the extermination of wild bison from the major part of their former range until recently. Bison are now found on private and protected lands in areas of the western United States and Canada. Most prominent of those herds are those of Yellowstone National Park in Wyoming and Wood Buffalo Park, Northwest Territory, Canada. This species is most commonly found on open plains. They also frequent river valleys, grasslands, semi-arid lands, and prairies. In the past, these creatures have also inhabited semi-wooded areas, but they are not frequently found in wooded areas currently. Some will also roam into foothills and mountainous areas, though they are not considered to be high-altitude creatures. The Indian bison is very much prevalent in the western Ghats. They prefer evergreen forests and moist deciduous forests. However, they can survive in dry deciduous forests also. They are not found in the Himalayas with an altitude greater than 6,000 feet, 1,800 meters. They generally stick to the foothills only. They are attracted to grounds which are impregnated with salts and minerals. Food habits. American bisons are herbivorous mammals, which means that they feed primarily on plants. They are mostly grazers that eat grasses and sedges, rather than searching for fruit or other plants. This means that during the winter, food can be hard to come by, as it gets blanketed in snow. When snow covers the grasses, these massive creatures use their muscular necks to scrape down to the buried food below. The presence of water is another important component of their life. They can't last long without a source of water. Gaurs have extremely variable diets. They are herbivores, but eat an immensely wide variety of plants. They are grazers of grass and browsers of leaves and shrubs. While they do show preference for some types of plants over others, this usually varies by season. The elephant apple, Indian boxwood, East Indian screw tree, golden shower tree, cashew plant are some of the favorites of the Gaur. Habits and lifestyle. The American bison is diurnal, being active all day long. They are usually relatively passive during the day, becoming particularly active at dusk and dawn. They spend a lot of time on cleaning the fur or grooming. They rub their head, sides, and necks against trunks of trees. Bison are able to be constantly on the move, passing long distances as long as there is food. Cows, female bison, are leaders of family groups while males stay separate, creating small groups or living solitarily. As the mating season comes, males join female groups. The males tend to fight and bellow for the choice females, but research shows that females may prefer the quieter males. Bison like rolling, weltering, and rubbing against the ground. Generally, Gaurs are most active in the morning and evening. These sociable animals gather into herds containing 8 to 11 or more individuals. A Gaur herd includes females and one dominant male. The home range of each herd covers about 78 square kilometers, 30 square miles territory. Bulls often congregate into bachelor herds, while older males occasionally prefer living solitarily. Against a threat, the bull usually lowers its head and hindside, attacking the rival from the broadside with its horns. When alarmed, these animals give out a call known as whistling snort. Now it's time to get back to our big question. Who would win a fight between an American bison and an Indian Gaur? Both animals are fascinating and are among the largest in their family. In terms of weight and size, it is clear that the Indian Gaur is the winner. Let's be serious, it can be bigger than the bison by almost 500 kilograms, which in a fight can be a decisive factor. These species generally don't meet one another, so getting them to fight would be challenging. If you put them together, chances are that they will end up as friends and form a herd together. According to a study, American bison are actually more dangerous than its bears in terms of aggression. On the other hand, it is known that the Indian bison can be domesticated, which means that it is not as aggressive as an American bison. Predators of these species are almost as dangerous. The Indian bison fights large predators such as crocodiles or tigers. The American bison also fights grizzly bears, packs of wolves, and mountain lions. In my opinion, if we put two of these animals together and they are nervous, the Indian Gaur will be the champion, And that's only because of its size. In fact, I think the Indian Gaur is the king of the Bovidae family. That's all for today. Thank you so much for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button.